My wife, those that don't know, is Holly Shelton, and Holly and another gentleman, Lieutenant Colonel Bill Phillips, are doing an initiative entitled the Pearl Harbor Initiative, and we're trying to take back to Pearl Harbor 7 of the survivors that live here in the Pensacola area. They're trying to raise $25,000. There's a website called PearlHarborHonorFlight.com, and you can go on that site and see some interviews of our Pearl Harbor survivors. And we have a very special guest tonight. Our guest tonight is a Chief Warrant Officer. He was on the USS Pennsylvania, December 7th, 1941. He was a band member, and he was a French horn player. And he is going to narrate a special narration on a piece of music entitled At Dawn They Slept. Please welcome to the stage Mr. Frank Emond.
93 years ago, I was born in the small town of Pawtucket, Rhode Island. I played French horn in my high school band. After graduation, I worked for 3 years in a mill before joining the Navy in 1938 as a musician. In the summer of 1941, as a member of Navy Band Number 8, I was assigned to Pearl Harbor aboard the battleship Pennsylvania with Admiral Emond, Commander-in-Chief for the Pacific Fleet. Our band remained on this assignment until May of 1943. Saturday night, December 6th, bands from the Pennsylvania, the California, and the Arizona held a dance band concert on the 1010 dock. Bragging rights for the winner and great entertainment for the troops and civilians. Our band won the trophy, which we later donated in memory of all 21 Arizona band members and 1,100 hands that went down with the ship. Sunday morning came bright and clear over the horizon. Our ship was in dry dock, and we could see clearly the dozens upon dozens of ships ranging from small barges to the great battleships that line the harbor, which were referred to as Battleship Row. At 10 minutes to 8, our band formed on the fantail for morning colors. There was a stillness in the air. A gentle breeze blew over the dock as we prepared our instruments. It was then that we heard in the distance a droning sound which seemed to be getting closer and closer. 5 minutes later, we were attacked by the Navy and Air Forces of the Empire of Japan. It was December 7th, 1941, later to be known in history through the words of President Roosevelt as a day which will live in infamy. We all looked up and saw the first wave of fighters and torpedo bombers coming out of the sun low over the harbor. I saw the lead plane drop something which hit a hangar on Fort Island and exploded. Then more and more planes arrived, strafing, bombing, and launching torpedoes. I could see the round red circles on the wings and sides and knew immediately that we were being attacked by the Japanese. Soon it was chaos, with bombs falling all around us, the rooster tails of torpedoes skimming toward the battleships, fighters strafing the airfields, men yelling in anger or in pain, firing into the air with any weapon available. We ran for our battle stations as the alarm sounded, "General quarters, no drill, general quarters, no drill." As I was running along the starboard side of the ship, I saw a torpedo plane coming down the harbor entrance. He dropped his torpedo and I watched it explode in the ship and the dock behind us. I quickly ran down the ladder to my battle station, the aft repair party, where I served as a stretcher bearer. A short time later, we felt our ship shake as a bomb exploded in the forward part of the ship. Thankfully, the damage was only light. I was then assigned to pick up the wounded and the dead. The attack lasted about 3 hours. Then as quickly as they came, the planes disappeared, leaving behind little but carnage and devastation. We were issued rifles and ammunition in case there was an invasion. I had the 12 to 4 watch patrolling on the dock alongside the ship. I walked with rifle loaded and my finger on the trigger as I looked across the bay at the burned and sunken ships. I was to learn later that the Oklahoma was a total loss and the Arizona sank with all hands aboard. In all, 1,178 military and civilians were wounded and 2,403 killed in action on this day of infamy.